I want to read you guys this email. I've not mentioned Bill Belichick at all today, but Nick made a very controversial video of me making fun of Bill Belichick for disparaging the Patriots this year. And then also, of course, because of his simp relationship with this Jordan 24-year-old girl where he's a total simp. The thing is that I've not even mentioned it today, but this video from Nick has got people all shook up. And that's fine. I like the debate on it. And I like even sometimes, but this I don't like. James this morning, 6:15. You can tell James is an older gentleman. I just wanted to say you should be ashamed of yourself. And so I go, oh boy, like what did I say? Am I going to have a meeting with management? Like what did I say? Why should I be ashamed of myself? Who have I gone after? How have I punched down to some group that is just looking for acceptance? When you see that, you should be ashamed of yourself, right? You've done something shameful. You should be ashamed of yourself for the disrespect you have shown towards Bill Belichick. And then he goes on and about how Belichick's a good coach. F you. I don't have to. I should be ashamed of myself for a dickhead that acted like he was better than everyone else for 20 years and acted superior to everyone and now is dancing around like a clown like everyone else. If you want to be, don't prop yourself up as someone who's better than everyone else. Because when it turns out you're ultimately not, that's exactly who should be made fun of. What a moron. You should be ashamed of yourself. If we want to talk about a simp, I wonder what Belichick could get you to do. Maybe you could get involved with the two of them and you could all go to the beach. And you could be like the afterbirth of the mermaid's child.
It's an interesting choice.
And then Bill could be, well, no, it's afterbirth, John. It's a successful birth.
Yes. Understood. Got it.
It's part of nature, John.
Sure.
I mean, you went, ho, 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 like that was out of line. No, maybe he could be the afterbirth. And Bill could be the baby mermaid. And she could be the mama mermaid.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Sure.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, boy. Go to hero worship, you old. And it's an old guy, too, I can tell. Like, you're hero worshiping someone at your age. Go get the F out of here. Now, you can argue that, Mayo knew he was coach, and there's a lot of good arguments about that just disagree with my point. But don't tell me I should be ashamed of myself. That's nonsense. That's what's wrong with the world. Everyone thinks everyone should be so ashamed of themselves. Really dumb. You should. What do you know about being? You should be ashamed of yourself. I'll follow you around all day and see what you do that I don't like so much. Ugh. For Bill Belichick, standing on a Bill Belichick. If you don't understand why I don't like him, then you just don't understand. It's not because I'm a Jet fan. It's because he built himself up and talked down to everyone and built himself up as this holier than thou person, got away with all this crap and, got away with all the stupid crap he did. And then as soon as he's not coaching anymore, he's a simp for some 24-year-old dancing around in mazes and letting her dress him up in costumes. And he's out and he's horrible on television. And he's sitting there taking shots at his old team that he would have gladly still worked for. But even when they win, and you go, oh well, that's petty. Yeah, that's pettiness is fine from someone who is not put themselves up as to be better than everyone else. Pettiness is something that I have as a character flaw, but I'm very open that I'm not by any way, any way, shape, or form better than anyone else, in my opinion. But
you said you acted like you were a lot better than me and John with that hockey thing earlier. That was.
I was trying to have fun, and I think that you guys thought there was too much pressure on you, and I didn't mean to put it on you. For that, I apologize.
But the notion that you should feel shame for commenting on the ridiculous antics of Bill Belichick, that's funny. No, there's no reason that you should feel shame for commenting on something that nobody could have predicted he would be out doing. The fact that he's on social media to begin with, but then he's dating How old is she?
20.
And he's
24.
and he's taking pictures with her doing what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you look at that online and go, "That's my head coach"?
No, that is just something that is worthy of.
That's my guy.
If you're not prone to ridicule because that's just not in your nature, fine. But to say that anyone else can't ridicule it, oh well, now you're just being ridiculous.
Okay.
Not to use that word again, but that is ridiculous. Of course you can.
And it's punching up and it's everything else. I'm not going to be ashamed ever about punching up. And by the way, I'm 49, so it's not even in the same ballpark. But if I had a friend who was 49 that was banging a girl in her early 20s, congratulations. In fact, I do. And so, like, and that's awesome. You know, I don't care. But I'll tell you this. If they were on Instagram or Facebook or something and he was dressed like an effing fisherman with a effing pipe in his mouth and he had caught this girl, regardless of age, but it would make it funnier if she was younger. And he had caught this mermaid. I would never stop making fun of him. And neither would any of my other friends. We would never stop making fun of him. And do I? Yeah, I have friends my age that bang girls in their 20s. I have a lot of friends my age that bang girls in their 20s. You know why? They're rich. All right. Bert Breer is the senior NFL reporter and lead content strategist for the MMQB.
Girls
I
like
have no
that?
idea what I was walking into here. But,
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, people are like, oh, my, Bill. Like, yeah, he's rich. Like, you know? If you know what a 24-year-old girl, what a normal date. All right, Bertie, don't worry now. You don't have to get so hyped up. All right, so you know what a normal 24-year-old girl. Bert, you got to calm down. You know what a normal 24 girl does on a date? Does Jaeger shots like at a college bar. You know, you can take this girl to Nantucket and put her on your private and your yacht. Get out of here. That's how you do it. Go ahead, Bert.
He's the grandfather who farts at the dinner table, and it's awkward for everybody except for him.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, it's like the things that can you, like, it'd be funny to see him bring her to an event, right? And I guarantee you,
he brought her to the Tom Brady thing.
Yeah.
It would be weird for everyone except for him. You know what I mean? Like, and everybody would be like, "Oh, this is and everybody feel a little awkward," but it wouldn't be for him at all.
Okay, I know a guy who's friends
like,
with.
I heard one of the shows that he's on. She's in like the control room.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he's a simp. He's. I have a friend who is
Only one thing's undefeated, Fred.
I have a friend who is friends with an expatriate, a very famous expatriate. And when he walks around with this guy, it draws a lot of attention. He was in an elevator with this expatriate, and this 25-year-old really hot chick got on the elevator, goes blah, 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 blah. He started finessing her. Next thing you know, they're dating. I went out to eat with, earlier this year, went out to eat. It was me, and a few other people, and this guy and this 25-year-old, like, hot chick that was, you know, who people, like, pay to, like, travel around. It was fine. It was fine. But he starts dressing up on Facebook or on Instagram and starts putting on costumes. That's when it doesn't get so fine anymore. Plus, he's not an old man. He's not an old man. He's a middle-aged man, not an old man.
Did you what was your favorite? Was it the fisherman picture, that costume picture, or the one where, like, he was clearly posing for Instagram, you know, where he was like leaning up against a fence?
Yeah, when he was the Stolen Valor one with his Navy hat. Yeah, I like I like the costume because it opens up that she could get him to do anything. She could really get him to do anything.
So does like the Instagram photo session on Nantucket, because, like, he wouldn't do that for anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's an evolution. I'm with you. Like, when that first happened, it was funny, but, like, she had to do that to get him to do the Halloween stuff, you know? Yeah. So, like, would you be surprised if honestly, you'd think it was funny, but would you bet $1 million that this wouldn't happen? She's dressed as Santa and Belichick is a bad boy that's on her lap.
I was going to ask you what the next step is. I guess there it is.
Oh,
right?
Well, I'm just thinking the next holiday.
We've plumbed the depths of this already, but just know, Bert, there's no right or wrong answer. But at this point in this room, we feel anything is possible.
Would you bet $1 million against it?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I mean, there definitely could be. I mean, I don't know if they'll be attending like a holiday costume party, but yeah, that would definitely be. I would say that would definitely be in play now. I mean, based on the evidence that we have.
Yeah. And she's definitely doing it just to show she can, in my opinion.
I haven't listened to the podcast from the other day, but I know this is an issue that you guys are hot on, and so it gave me a chance to really take in Fred's take on Bill and his young acquaintance.
It's not even that he's dating a young girl. It's just that he acted like he was so much better than everyone, and now he's just someone whose family doesn't.
But in
like.
that department, he never did. To be fair,
no. But to be fair. He treated everyone like he was. They were
the holier than thou thing exists with him, but it was never holier than thou in that department. You know what I mean?
Well, no, he never addressed that department. It was never holier than thou in that department. He just acted. He
always sort of has been who he is in that department. You know what I mean?
It's not him dating a young. Rex Ryan goes and bangs a 19-year-old. It's funny, it's funny, whatever. The idea that Belichick, leader of men, you know what I'm saying, Bert, you know more than anyone. There's a certain kind of coach that really has like a Christ kind of pose about them. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. They feel like they're a military general, a leader of men. They feel that they're better than you. And they act that way. And to see them flots around like a dead fish like a fish dying on the beach, pun intended, and not that it's not that he's dating a 24-year-old. That's just kind of gross. It's about that she is the alpha in the relationship, and is that guy, that big leader of men, 8 rings, that big running up the score, Bill Belichick, now is being led around by the nuts by some whatever chick from Bridgewater.
No more. Save it for the other side. We're going to break.
All right. We got a break. We'll be right back.